by a missile. One remaining. Mage 2, keep your focus. You got this.
Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the Ocean Air Defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up. Straight up, through the clouds, higher into the sky. Dark blue. I could almost touch it. Then I saw Osius fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Crap. You should have put in my best with this piece of junk. Should have built a return too.
Is everyone here? Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Yuzha as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Yuzhan ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that? There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead. What? How is that possible?
The tank farm to the north has been bombed.
Many injured.
Scramble, all units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base. This is not a drill.
Hello, Warfighters, or is hell Ace Combat 7? Oh, I'm so excited for this. You know, I've played a lot of Ace Combat games, going back to Ace Combat 4 on the PlayStation 2. Man, these games are absolutely awesome, and while I do enjoy the realism of flying, you guys will notice, if you're not familiar with this series, is it is a tad bit arcadey, because you have like hundreds of missiles and stuff like that, but so much fun, and the stories are usually so good with this too. I mean, it's all fictionalized and whatnot, but you know, you get really into the story, so I'm excited to, as I said, to see kind of how this all unfolds. I'm going to be doing this in cockpit view for the entire series. You can play third person, but I kind of enjoy this a little bit more, just to kind of get a little bit more realism, I feel like, and a little bit more of a challenge. Plus, it's always cool to kind of look out of the cockpit right there. It looked like there was a carrier down there that had been hit. Anyway, you guys saw the story, what's going on. There shouldn't be too much that I have to explain as far as what's going on. Surprise attack. It's usually how most of these start off. So we've got our first enemy directly up in front of us. The Tu-95 bomber. Looks like he doesn't have any escort, so this should be pretty easy. I've got afterburners on. I'm going full speed right up to this guy. It should just be a couple missiles right in the back of him, and he'll end up dropping into the ocean. We'll have to see here what the range on this is. It might be 1,500. It might be 2,000. I'm trying to remember. Okay, 2,000. There's the two missiles away. Destroyed. That's how we're going to start this off, guys. Plenty more kills, of course. We're going to bank left. And I'm not seeing anybody else. Now, I am playing this on PS4, which is a little bit different. Most of you guys know I like to play on PC. And I was really going to get this on PC, but then I noticed the difference in release dates. I'm like, okay, time to get the PS4 out. And, oh man, that looks so cool. We got to play this. This makes you really want to get PlayStation VR too, because it has a couple missions that you can do in VR. And that would be amazing. F-16 especially would be super cool in VR. Like, this is the aircraft that, when I was growing up, made me really want to be a fighter pilot. So, just to kind of be in this cockpit in VR is going to be awesome, if I end up going the VR route. Tell you what, though, DCS World, they teased an F-16. So that's something I definitely want to get into and fly quite a bit. Alright, switch to the special missiles here, which allows me to target and fire at multiple aircraft simultaneously. We've got two MiG-21s up ahead. We'll fire. I got them both. Perfect. Okay, so on the bottom left, by the way, if you haven't noticed already, that is the map. It's my radar. So it gives me a good indication of what is around me and also the direction that they're flying. That's going to be important as I try to decide when to fire at enemies. Let's see if I can get this guy with the gun. It's so hard to see where he is. There's so much clutter right up here in front of me. Is Golem 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all on this bomber, but nobody could take him down. Actually, I know. It's just all because the game wants me to get the points. Oh, what have we here in front of us? 2 bombers, 2 MiG-21s. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get it behind him. I'm going to use those air-to-air missiles that you saw earlier that you can fire fire at multiple targets. Okay, so I've come in right behind him. There's 4 targets. I can fire at 4 simultaneously. They're all being targeted. And now we're going to fire. See if we get them all. Perfect. See, this is why I love it. Like I said, it is semi-arcadey in this regards, but there's still tactics that you have to utilize to be successful in this and kind of complete the mission. So it's a pretty good balance between just casual, have fun, kind of be a little bit tactical here with flying. Alright, I'm going to take the long turn around here. Okay, we got to head due north from here. This is going to take a while, so I'm going to throttle up all the way, afterburners. Really don't have to worry about fuel with this at all, and also ammo for my gun. But if you look at the right, I've got 68 missiles, 10 more of those 4 AAMs, which those air-to-air missiles that you saw that allow me to target 4 aircraft at once. Flare, that's going to be for dodging missiles and stuff, and then also my damage is shown in the bottom right. Okay, the way that was coming in on these guys wasn't going to be wise for me to fire. With them flying perpendicular to the direction I was firing, they could very easily counter these missiles. Ah, man. Yep, defeated those ones pretty easily. These ones, there we go. Both aircraft for fighters and bombers in this one, it takes 2 missiles to take them down. So that's why I'm double firing every single time. Okay, with this Tu-95, do I want to go with the 4 AAMs? I think I'll just come up here with the regular missiles. And there we go, he's down too. Oh, dang it, I turned the wrong way. Gotta go around, basically do a 270-degree turn. We're gonna head due east. It looks like we've got maybe 1. Oh, well, actually, I could just look straight up rather than looking at the radar. 1 MiG-21 in the rear. Looks like 2 more a little bit to the right, and we've got a bomber leading this formation. We'll work our way up to it since that bomber's going to be slow. Perfect. This might work. Nice. Take down that MiG. Ah, defeated it. Turned just at the right moment. We'll swing around right. Maybe we can hit them both at once. Let's give this a shot. Oh, somebody hit him already. I'll fire 2 anyway, which is perfect because the first one wouldn't have taken him down, even though he took 1 hit already. That's something I'm going to have to remember. Damage is going to be different when one of the AI ends up taking him down or ends up firing at him versus if it was me. Gosh, this guy's a ways away. He's coming right for me. I wonder if we drop down here a little bit. If I can go head to head with him and fire right as he's firing at me. Oh, beautiful. Head to head. They're gonna lose every single time. Now it's time to catch up here to this MiG-21. He's going the same direction I am, but with the afterburner, I should be able to catch up to him. Golem 3 and 4 up ahead. Keep flying in this formation, man. Let's actually get him with the 4 AAM since I have a lot of them, and with the range. Ah, dang it. That's 3 that he's ended up defeating. Come up and around again. I think he might be turning in the same direction I am. Perfect. Oh, there's a whole bunch right up here. Look at this. That's 4 bombers right there, a 5th up ahead. I think I counted 2 MiG-21s on the left. We've got 2 on the right. also be perfect. If I take out these MiG-21s, I can get behind the 4 bombers and do the same thing that I did before when I was coming up behind 4 aircraft, and that is take them all out at once. Come down and around. Okay, he's flying away. Perfect. See, that's one of those instances where you take a look at the direction that he's flying and kind of make that decision. But look at where I am. Now, these guys are flying perpendicular, but because they are bombers, this might work. Oh, I got 3 of the 4. See if we can take these last guys down with the gun. Slowing up. Okay, so I've hit left engine. There's right engine. You know what? Let's just shoot a missile at him. Really? I didn't get him enough with the gun to have it count as 1. I'll have to come up and around and try one more time. Oh, I thought that was going to hit his tail. Get a solid angle. There we go. Last one. So I'll bank right. And with this guy down, then we should end up completing the mission. And I've gotten a lot of the enemy here in this one. So not bad at all for my first mission. Seems like I still got it even after all this time. Man, I'm going to love how this is going to go. All right, there's the last bomber. So we're going to call this mission complete. More of this to come, so subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you enjoyed what you saw. If you want to donate to kind of help out this community, get some more content like this, some unique games, stuff like that, all the information is in the description below for where you can provide some financial support. Really does go a long way. And of course, we've got our Discord as well, to where you guys can join in on a number of conversations that we have. Love to have you be a part of it. I am going to go ahead and watch the replay. Won't make you guys sit through it. That's honestly one of my favorite parts of this game. It's going through watching the replay in like the cinematic view, and then also the tactical replay too. It's nice to see how I kind of did stuff, but like I said, I won't bore you with it. I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I appreciate it. I'm excited to be able to do this series with you guys. Like I said, I love this game so much in this series, so maybe I'll double up and kind of post Arma and Ace Combat 7 just as we kind of go through the campaign. But comment below, let me know what you thought about this. If this is kind of nice to diverge from the content a little bit, I'm interested to see what you guys say. But anyway, that is going to be the end of this video. Thanks again for watching. War is hell. You don't have to worry, because Warfighters, I've got your 6.